There's been a wholesale change in philosophy for the new Hyundai i10, with the company claiming the new city car is one people will choose to buy rather than feel they have to. In a class that includes the Volkswagen Up and its siblings, that's a bold claim. Hyundai's bigger baby. After selling 110,000 examples of the previous i10 in the UK since 2008, the firm would be forgiven for playing safe and keeping things as they were. Instead, it's opted to inject a more premium feel into the i10 and subsequently increased its desirability. Despite this, at the time of launch in January 2014, prices mirror the outgoing model. Hyundai's aiming to appeal to a wider target audience than before and is confident of retaining existing customers too. Its own research suggests 31% of buyers in this category cite styling as their primary purchase factor, and the new i10 features the brand's fluidic sculpture design language. In other words, it looks more interesting than before. The new Turkish-built i10 was designed in Germany specifically with the needs of European customers in mind. Compared to the old car, it is larger, inside and out, as well as being more practical than before. Improved driving experience. Further reinforcing the new i10's grown-up feel are the improved dynamics, which ensure it's more stable and agile than before. The result is rather accomplished. It's not particularly sporty, but feels like it could take urban crawls and motorway jaunts in its stride. Combined with additional sound isolation materials and improved aerodynamics, you'd expect the noisiest part of the car to be the engines, except air pleasantly hushed too, only becoming particularly audible under hard acceleration. Although the interior is devoid of soft-touch plastics, it's all well assembled, using good quality materials. Unusually for a car of this type, the i10 has an almost complete absence of exposed metalwork inside. Refined and frugal petrol engines backed up by Hyundai's impressive 5A unlimited mileage warranty, the i10 is likely to provide years of faithful service. And with standard electronic stability control, tire pressure monitoring and 6 airbags, it should prove to be a safe place to be too, when put through the rigors of Euro NCAP safety testing. 2 petrol engines are on offer, a 3-cylinder 1.0-litre. with and without blue drive fuel saving measures, and a 4-cylinder 1.2-litre. At 65.7 miles per gallon and 98 GkM CO2, the 1.0 say blue drive is the cheapest in the range to run. On paper, the new i10 is a sufficient enough leap forward to put the more established European players under pressure, but is it a convincing package in the flesh? To find out more, continue reading Parker's full Hyundai i10 review. Performance. With small capacity petrol engines under the bonnet, Hyundai i10 performance is not exhilarating, but the motors are well suited to the car's characteristics. There are 2 versions of the 3-cylinder 1.0-litre engine available, with a larger 4-cylinder 1.2-litre providing more power. There are currently no plans for a diesel variant. All i10s feature a 5-speed manual gearbox, its smoothness improved by carbon coating its internal components. A 4-speed automatic is optional on the 1.2-litre say. With 65 bhp and 94 Nm of torque at 3,500 revolutions per minute, you'd be forgiven for imagining the 3-cylinder 1.0-litre engine might be struggling for pace. But the i10's lightweight and best-in-class aerodynamics enable it to make decent progress. It feels quicker than at 96 miles per hour top speed and 14.9 second 062 miles per hour acceleration time suggest, and is refreshingly refined, albeit lacking the characteristic sporty sound of many 3-cylinder engines. At 60.1 miles per gallon and with CO2 emissions of 108 GkM, it's economical to run too, although those figures are trumped by the thrifty blue drive version. Available only in mid-range say trim, the 1.0-litre blue drive has a number of fuel-saving measures to improve efficiency. The result is a reduction in petrol consumption to 65.7 miles per gallon and CO2 output of just 98 gkm. Expected to account for 40% of sales is the 4-cylinder 1.2-litre with 86 bhp and 120 Nm of torque at 4,000 revolutions per minute. It's a little more eager than the 1.0-litre versions, finishing 062 miles per hour in 12.3 seconds and progressing on to a top speed of 106 miles per hour. Choose the 1.2-litre engine with optional 4-speed automatic transmission and performance suffers, with top speed dipping to 101 miles per hour, while the dash from 062 miles per hour takes 13.8 seconds. At 142 gkm it's the least green i10 available too, with overall fuel economy at 45.6 miles per gallon. By comparison, the manual version has claimed figures of 57.6 miles per gallon and CO2 emissions of 114 gkm. Handling. Although Hyundai i10 handling is unlikely to excite enthusiastic drivers, it's a balanced city car at both high and low speed and genuinely feels like you're driving a bigger car. By making the whole car larger, lower and stronger, the fundamental dynamics of the i10 ensure it feels stable, and with improved suspension, it's genuinely comfortable over long journeys. The way the i10 soaks up everything from long undulations on back roads to potholed urban streets is particularly impressive. Little suspension noise intrudes into the cabin and the initial bounce is well controlled, the i10 quickly regaining composure. Hyundai hasn't set up the i10 to be a sporty car, most obvious through its steering. There's little feel of what the front wheels are doing, but the resistance is heavier than the old car, giving a greater sense of connection. It turns accurately, only going wide of where you want it when it's driven particularly hard, and body roll is kept tidily in check too. There's an appreciable improvement in agility over the old i10, and although it's not particularly quick, the car can more than cope with the power available. Undoubtedly the standard electronic stability control plays a part in i10's handling, but it's not an intrusive system, with it barely being felt in a majority of driving situations. The heaviest i10 is only 1,049 kilograms, but with disc brakes fitted front and rear it slows and stops quickly, even after repeated, harder use on winding roads. Equipment. Hyundai is launching the new i10 with 3 trim level tiers, first seen on the facelifted X35 crossover. The range starts with S, progresses through say up to the range-topping premium specification. Standard Hyundai i10 equipment. All new Hyundai i10s are fitted with a comprehensive array of safety equipment, including 6 airbags, 2 front door and 2 full-length curtains, electronic stability control and tire pressure monitoring system. Entry-level i10s are S specification, and as standard they come with cloth and vinyl seats finished in black and beige, 14-inch steel wheels, central locking, electric front windows, radio unit with a USB socket, daytime running lights, ISOFIX child seat mountings in the rear, and a rake adjustable steering wheel. An extra £650 buys manual air conditioning in the SA model. Progress to the mid-range SA grade and you're treated to remote central locking, electric rear windows, electric and heated door mirrors, body-colored door handles, air conditioning and a height-adjustable driver's seat. Blue and black seat trim with blue interior accents are standard, with orange available as an option. The 1.0-litre blue drive and 1.2-litre automatic are available only in SA trim. At the top of the i10 range is the premium trim, generously equipped with 14-inch alloy wheels, Bluetooth connectivity with audio streaming, voice recognition, steering wheel controls, climate control, aircon, LED day running lights, front fog lights, rear speakers and indicators in the door mirrors. Additionally, body side moldings, leather steering wheel and gear knob and chrome effect door handles complete the look. blue or orange colored interiors are standard with a black faux leather and red cloth seat trim optionally available. Optional Hyundai i10 accessories. The new i10 can be further personalized with a range of optional equipment. Metallic paint, 14 and 15-inch alloy wheels and a space-saver spare wheel kick off the options list, while other extras are bundled into packs. Choose the connectivity pack for Bluetooth with audio streaming, voice recognition, rear speakers and steering wheel controls for the stereo. Select the winter pack and enjoy luxuries, such as a heated leather steering wheel and heated front seats. Finally, the driver assist pack adds parking sensors at the rear and cruise control with an additional speed limiter function. Comfort. For a car that's likely to spend most of its time on the pockmarked roads of Britain's cities, the high level of Hyundai i10 comfort is very impressive. Not only is the ride quality vastly improved over the previous i10, due to lowering the center of gravity, lengthening the wheelbase and retuning the suspension, there's more space to be comfortable inside. All i10s are 5-seaters, except the Blue Drive version which does without the center seatbelt. Those up front enjoy supportive seats and best-in-class room to luxuriate in, while the back bench can accommodate a pair of tall adults without it feeling cramped. Both front and rear seats have adjustable head restraints, and a driver's seat height adjuster is standard on sale premium specifications. Good quality plastics have been used for the interior. They're not squeezable soft touch grade, but they are very well assembled and feature contrasting color panels in beige, blue, orange or red depending on the trim level selected. Wherever you place your hands, it feels like a quality product. Driving is pleasantly serene for a car in this class, with great effort made to improve aerodynamics and subsequently reduce wind noise. Choose and say all premium specification i10 and the equipment levels are very generous for a car of this size too. Depending on a model, all-round electric windows, climate control and Bluetooth audio streaming are available. Further sound deadening materials have been added between the cabin and engine bay, and the doors have double seals to hush outside noise. Even the aerial's been moved rearwards to reduce drag. With a choice of refined petrol engines to select, the new i10 is one of the quietest city cars available. Practicality. By growing from being one of the smallest in the city car class to the largest, Hyundai i10 Practicality is a significant selling point. All i10s are 5-door hatchbacks, and unlike many key rivals, the rear windows wide down. Each door has a pocket to take a large bottle to. The rear bench seats 3, apart from the thrifty Blue Drive version that has no center seatbelt. At 3,665 mm, the i10 is 80 mm longer than the old model and 65 mm wider at 1,660 mm. By increasing the wheelbase by 5 mm to 2,385 mm and moving the gearbox 25 mm further forward, more interior space has been liberated, making it feel exceptionally spacious. Open the 920 mm wide tailgate to reveal the biggest boot in the class at 252 litres with the 60 hours 40 minutes split rear seats upright, bigger than both the VW up by 1 litre and Fiat Panda 27 litres smaller. Tumble the seats forward and the 1,046 litre volume remains the largest in this segment. Compared to the previous i10, the new model has a re-angled windscreen and slimmer pillars all around to improve visibility, though it's worth noting the rear pillars are thicker than they look outside, as the two black panels are solid plastic and not windows as they initially appear. Safety. In Euro NCAP crash testing, Hyundai i10 safety levels have achieved a 4-star rating. It scored 79% for adult occupant protection and 80% for child occupant protection. Euro NCAP's comments were largely positive, but the car was criticized for the rear door becoming unlatched in a side impact test, and it was suggested that the rear head restraints provided marginal protection. Rival Volkswagen Up family models were awarded 5 stars by Euro NCAP when tested in 2011, scoring 89% for adult occupant protection and 80% for child occupant protection. All versions of standard day running lights, which are LEDs on the flagship premium specification. Those range-topping i10s also feature LED indicators in the door mirrors for increased noticeability. The latest i10 is considerably stronger than before, with almost a third of its construction made of high-tensile steel, with reinforcing panels at various points of the body. Additionally, anti-lock brakes, ABS, electronic stability control, escape and tire pressure monitors TPMS are standard, as are 6 airbags. Highly visible seatbelt reminders for all seats remind everyone to belt up, and the doors automatically lock as the i10 is driven off. Reliability. Buyers of the new car should be able to expect high levels of Hyundai i10 reliability. Owners of the previous model seem broadly satisfied with their purchases, according to Parker's owners' reviews, with most issues relating to problems associated with the cheaper fit and finish. That's unlikely to be a bugbear of the new i10. Higher levels of build quality and a stronger body shell should help ensure longevity, as well as keeping trim squeaks and rattles at bay. Sealing the deal for many customers will be Hyundai's confidence-boosting 5A unlimited mileage warranty. Kia and Vauxhall offer warranties over a longer time duration, but with a mileage cap.